How's it going, guys? It is me, the Founder Gaming, and I've had this as a request before, but I've not really done it. Like give you guys a tour of my office garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I mean, I've had quite a few requests in the past to actually do this, but I've never really got around to it. So any of you guys who have been waiting, here we go. So starting off, this is obviously only the first part. See, I've got a Rapid Desert Raid, which I barely even drive, but it just looks cool just sitting in here. This is a very fast off-road trophy truck thingy, and this car is very good at like rallying and stuff. And here we have the Vigilante, which is not customized. I've not customized this at all, like, because I think it looks cool the way it already does, like the black paint on there and the massive wheels as well. I can't even freaking get out of here. I know I can, but if I just wanted to make it look more like the Batmobile, which it already does anyway. So I was very happy whenever I bought this for the first time, because it's a car I always wanted. So got that bad boy there, and my New Year special car, which you guys may remember as the Not Tonight Pizza Boy LEG Retro Custom. I had this for the New Year special for all of it. I had literally celebrated New Year with this car right here, and I think it's an absolute beauty, and it done a very good job in the New Year special. And yep, definitely keeping this car forever so I can get memories and stuff. But here is another LEG Retro Custom, which I did not use for the New Year special, but I think it rather does look pretty cool in here as well. This is the Skyline. Well, it is already the Skyline, but I just made it look like the actual real Skyline. See, I've got this bad boy in here alongside this one here, so I've got two Skylines. So moving on, we have got this car, which I got for free on Christmas of 2017, yeah, years ago. But this is the Albany Hermes, the car which is obviously also from GTA Vice City. I made it look like this because I wanted to keep it like the way it is, because this is the same design as it is in Vice City indeed, the Albany Hermes. I mean, I was really happy when this came into the game. Moving on, a car which I've not used for years, the Sentinel Classic. Like, I don't remember when exactly I brought this, but just say that I have not used this car in donkey's years. I don't remember the last time I used this actually, but yeah, see, that's all the downstairs part there. So I've got loads more to show you guys in here. So up here I've got the classic Mini Cooper, the Easy Classic, the normal Easy Classic this is, and yeah, this car has done bits for me. I have done a lot of amazing stuff, amazing things in this beauty right here. Yeah, and moving on, the which was the fastest car in the game at one point, the Bravado Banshee 900R. I remember bringing this to pretty much one of my very first car meets years ago. Oh yeah, this car definitely brings back the memories. I'm never getting rid of this bad boy. This car is like literally done so good for me, and I would hate to lose it. I would definitely hate to get rid of it, which I'm not going to do anyway. So over here I've got one of my Juco Deaths, or one of my many Juco Deaths. I already own like 5 of these. Some others are in other garages and stuff. This is a car which has also done good. I've featured this car in many things in the past. I think I've done pretty good with the paint job on there, but yeah. And one of my favorites, the Wagner, and this car right here is definitely one of my favorites. Pretty fast Aston Martin sort of car, got a brilliant paint job on there. Yep, so that looks good. And moving on, another car which I don't think I've used for a while, but it's the Grotti Visione, or Visione, how you pronounce it. I bought this a couple of years ago as well. I featured this car in some amazing stuff as well. This is the very first car I travelled to the Diamond Casino in whenever that update came out. And moving on, the GP1, the McLaren. This car, I featured this car at a McLaren, an all McLaren car meet once, and I've got amazing memories of that car meet. And this is the car that I had there, the GP1. Moving on, here is one of my other trophy trucks. This is the actual original trophy truck. I have this up here, my other one being down there. This is another good off-road rallying truck, which is also pretty good at rally stunt races, where this is a great runner, this is. But we now make our way to the upstairs, the top part and the top level of level 1. See, I've got a low rider up here which I customized back in 2016. This car brings back memories as well. The Virgo Custom, Classic Custom I meant. I've not driven this bad boy for I don't know how long, but this is a low rider that brings back a whole lot of memories back to me. Yeah, and moving on, there's a bit of a secret behind this car here. This is the Sabre Turbo. This car obviously brought back in 2016, but instead of buying it off of the actual Benny's website, I actually stole this. Well, before I customized it to be this, I literally stole this like off of the streets of Los Santos, kept it in my garage for a bit before I made it into this. This is that I remember, like I drove this car like back in 2016. This was one of the cars I mostly drove in, so that's a good one right there. And this bad boy, which is my retinue, I remember the first car meet that I brought this to back in 2017. Since I've got such a great memory in that, this car is also good at rallying as well. I brought this car to that car meet, and this car done pretty good there. So this is the Grotti Visione. And coming up next is the Chevrolet Taipan, which I actually won from a lucky wheel, believe it or not. But I kept it in here, I customized it, upgraded it. This is another brilliant runner. Look, that nice silver with my crew emblem on the side, which I think looks nice. And if you guys want to see the back of it, there it is. So that's another good one. And coming up next is the original Bravado Gauntlet Classic, which I also won from a lucky wheel. See, so many lucky wheel cars I've kept up in this floor, well, except for them three up there, of course. See, I won this from a lucky wheel. First spin, I got it on the first spin, if I can remember right. Yep. And the Travade Nero, like, this is not the Nero Custom, but this is just the original Nero, which I also won from a lucky wheel, and I've not customized it a bit because I really like the design on it. And yeah, I like the interior as well. Moving on, one of my slowest cars, this is the Enos Stafford. Obviously, look at this thing. I won this from a lucky wheel as well, but it did not come on a lucky wheel in this colour. I changed it to this colour like some point, I don't remember, but I even don't remember what colour it was to begin with. But I do remember changing up a couple of little things on this old Rolls Royce looking car. But yeah guys, it's time to move to the garage number 2, where I've got another 2 garages to show you, like level 2 and level 3. Level 3 I only just recently managed to just completely fill out. Okay, so first off, we've got this nice little runner here, which is the Lamborghini Tigon or Tigon. This is one of the most, well, not most recent, but this car has not really been in the game for such a long time. It only came with the Los Santos Summer Special, this car. And this is the car that was the very first car that was leaked, really, for like the update. And yeah, moving on, this bad boy, the Class A DR1, which is an F1 car. This car was also leaked as well, because like I remember whenever I first saw a picture of this car, oh god, I was literally so hyped, because like Rockstar announced that there was going to be 2 new F1 cars coming, because if you guys remember, we had the other 2 F1 cars at the start, but this one came out alongside this one, and I'm going to move on to this one now actually, for the Benefactor BR8, which I'd say is a proper F1 car. I heard that this one here is actually the fastest F1 car in the game, like the other 3 being the DR1, I can't remember the others' names, but the R88 I think the other one was called, and the PRPR1 I think, but yeah. But moving on, we've got this one, I don't even know why I'm pointing, but the Imponte Beta Dukes, which I made into this freaking rust bucket, but my crew emblem looks pretty cool on it. This is also, see, these cars, all these cars except for that Juco Death are from the summer special update. And moving on, this one, which is the Canis Seminole Frontier. If you guys may remember from my 20 million spending spree, most of these cars are cars that I've got, and nothing really special about this. This is just a one of my other mini Juco Deaths. But if we make our way up here, and this is the Benny's Yoga Classic 4x4, which I also customized on update day. Like, because I did like a massive spending spree of 20 million. It was live on this channel as well, so this is a cool one here. And I've got this bad boy, which is the Manana Custom, which I've kept this car in this, I actually kept this car in this garage for like ages without even customizing it at Benny's or anything, but I finally customized it at Benny's and it's finally here. I really think I've done good with like the interior and stuff. But yeah, here we go, my Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom, which is another car which was also teased before the update, and I actually made the car from the teaser look, I literally copied this car from that picture, so this is the exact car, literally. I literally made it look exactly the same in that. But moving on, we have the Penumbra FF, which is also another summer special update car. It's like, this is a pretty cool JDM kind of car, I guess. Like, it's like based off of like a Honda or something, but yeah, so this is like, I don't know exactly, or it's probably like a Honda or a Mitsubishi or something like that, but it's definitely JDM. And this car, which ain't one of my very best cars, the BF Club, and I didn't do much to this. All I did was apply this livery and that's it. Like, this car is not one of my best, but I have it in here on display anyway. So here we go, we have the Dundee Landstalker XL with this Gucci gold livery on it. I think I've done quite a good job with this car as well. And if I move on here, we've got the Inverto Coquette D10, which kind of does look like a supercar, but this is actually a sports variant, and I went with this shark camo livery, which I also think I've done good with, like the interior as well, and the wheels and everything on it. So yeah, and now we can move up to the next floor up. So these are all cars. I won most of these off the podium, or pretty much all of them off the podium, and I'll put them all. I just had to do my crew colour for all of them, But starting off here with the Overflod Autosh. This is a car that I won from a lucky wheel. My crew colour and emblem look amazing on this. Literally, I think I've done a banging job with this car. No, this car actually, I won this car. I mean, I've never drove this. This is a car that I've had in here, never drove. I only took it out once to customise it. But this car right here, guys, I actually landed on the lucky wheel on mystery and won this. So then I thought, why not put it into the garage, even though it's not that good of a car. It's like an old car really, but never mind. And here we go, we got the Ocelot XA21, which I also put in my crew colour as well. This car is a good little runner as well, which is also one from a lucky wheel. Yeah, and moving on, Italy GTB here, also in the crew colour. This is not like the custom version, this is just the original version of the Italy GTB, but I think it looks cool. Like, I don't know if I should upgrade it to the custom version or not. It won't really make an impact really, but I don't think it will. But here we go, a free Elegy, which I obviously got for free. Crew emblem, crew colour. I got my founder license plate as well. This is another car I got, and another one here is the Pifster 811, which is also one from a wheel. So I went with my crew colour again, plus the emblem. See, pretty much all these cars are just like the same colour as each other pretty much. And here we go, the Emperor ETR1, which I sadly could not get my emblem onto this one somehow, but I have pretty much made it stand out quite well, I guess. Like, look at that crew colour. I actually really like the crew colour I got. But anyway, let's head there. Let's head into the final one, which is garage number 3, which is where some of my recent cars are. Well, not all of the recent ones, but like cars from like KO Perico update. But I'm gonna go through them all anyway. And here we go. So I've got 3 of these things. This is the Grotti Brioso 300, which is from the KO Perico Heist update. So this is the first one I owned, because this car actually came out for free, which I actually wasn't expecting it to. And this one here, I got in my crew colour plus the emblem. So this is a crew version of the car. And this one, I actually copied this one. You guys may know the YouTubers GTA series videos. Well, I was a bit of a copycat and actually copied this from them. Like, and I actually got I actually got it spot on, like the colour, the metallic race yellow. Moving on, the Carrion Sultan RS, which is also good for rallying as well. This is a great little runner. Like, this car did come out like years ago in GTA, but I only just got it like about a month or 2 ago. But this car has done good. And Cunny Boy, if you're watching this, your favourite car, the Pterodor, which is the new submarine car, what can turn into a submarine. This car was recently brought out with the KO Perico update, which I also got at my crew colour, the emblem and the stripes. And coming up next is the funny car, or the funny named car, the Vapid Winky, which is the Jeep that you can drive around KO Perico on, but you can also buy it in Los Santos, drive it around there as well. So that's my version of the Winky. And time to go upstairs. And this is right here, the Bravado Yoga Classic. So I use this in a car meet on Christmas Eve actually, which I used it. I pretty much a car meet that I brought this to was classic movie car meet, and obviously you guys may know this is meant to be the mystery machine from Scooby-Doo, which I think is good. And moving up next, we have got the BF Weevil, which is English Dave's car. After you complete his requests, I got his car right here. Didn't change nothing on it, didn't really want to change nothing on it. This car does look amazing the way it already is. And the Grotti Italy RSX is here, which also does look like a supercar, but it's not, it's actually sports. Let's look at this bad boy. This is definitely a good one. And moving up next is the we have the Vapid Retinue Mark II. Now you guys may remember that I have the Retinue, the original Retinue, in one of my other garages. I also got my crew colour and emblem for this. This is also very good at rallying as well, the Retinue Mark II. So moving on, my 3 go-karts, but this is the Dinka Vito Classic, which I got in red because this is the very first one I owned. I got my crew colour, which is this car is Mario's, and this is the green one here is Luigi's, and this one here is the Dinka Vito Modern, which is different from them two. This is like the more modern version. This does look like a very nice runner, to be honest. And I mean, it is, because I've driven it myself. But anyway, the final garage now, the very final one before the video ends. Well, I might just show off another garage for the end. So I got the Weenie Dynasty, and obviously you made it into the taxi version, which I think it's cool actually. Like, this car, even though it doesn't really look like the best, but it's a good car to drive around in at times. And the Class A Yosemite up next, which I got in my crew colour and the crew emblem, but I really like the crew colour on this. It blends in with the flame on the front. Just look at that, that looks so vibrant. And this car definitely does stand out quite a lot. And a podium vehicle, which I've not customized there, Paragon R, which is the original version. And I think this already looked cool how it was on the podium, so thought why just win it, just keep it the way it is, no problem. And we have got the Dubache Spectre Custom, which does look pretty cool. The crew emblem does look pretty good on there, but this is midnight purple with the white stripe down it. And yep, and moving on, this is a car back from the OG days of GTA, the Trafade Adder, the Bugatti Veyron, which I only recently brought as well. This is the very first Adder I've owned on this account. Like, this is like literally so good. And here we go, the Benefactor Schafter V12, which is also good at sedan car races. And got my crew emblem and colour on here, found a license plate. And yep, and moving on, the Trafade Z-Type, which is the last car in this whole entire garage. And this is like literally such an amazing car to drive around in. But yeah, well anyway, I've got another garage I want to show you guys as well, so I'm gonna make my way over there right now in this. So that's like the whole entire office garage, but I've got another garage I want to show you guys as well, which or garage as I should really say. But yeah, let's head over there now. I'm obviously not gonna cut the video. If I can just make my way over there. I mean, I've got some other garages as well, but this is a garage that I've been working on quite recently, so I'm gonna drive you guys over there. But unfortunately I can't take this car in there with me since that this garage is full. I'm just gonna have to wait this car outside. There's like a shortcut that I usually take to see the apartment that's up there. That's the garage I'm showing next, but that's going to be the last set of cars I'll show in this video tonight. So I have got some amazing runners in this garage as well. These are cars that I got recently, to be honest. Some are new, some are not. One of them's a podium vehicle. So starting off with this bad boy, the Travade Frax, which is actually, don't get me wrong, modded. Look, it's got the Yankton plate on there and everything. This car is like, this is like a modded version of the Travade Frax. And this bad boy here, the Weenie Future Shock Izzy. I do really like the design on this, but be careful, don't walk into the spikes though. And moving on, we have the Vapid Slam truck, which has only just recently been added into the game. It came out like a week or two ago. Like, this car is like fun one to use. Like, yeah, and this is moving on next, we have got the Peyote Custom, which I did not customize this at Benny's. This was on the podium. This is one of the most recent vehicles that was on the podium. I've got it in here. I've brought this to a lowrider meet not too long ago. But yeah, moving on, we have got the Ocelot Jugular, which is also good for racing as well. And yep, so I got that bad boy there. Moving on to the, what is it? This is the Night Shark, which is one of the most armored vehicles in the game. In my opinion, I'd say it's a slightly stronger than the armored Kuruma, because it takes like 30 or 29 RPG rockets to actually blow up one of these things, which is pretty mad. And moving on next, you see these three cars these next four cars actually are actually inspired off of the classic Disney movie Cars, which is one of my all-time favorite childhood movies. So we have got the Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom, which is actually the King Strip Weathers, which his real name is in the movie, so you guys must know the King. This is him. I think I've done pretty well with it right there. And moving on, you guys may know who this is. This is Chick Hicks. So this is the Class A Hot Ring Sabre, because this was like the very first car I could think of whenever trying to like think of what car would be good for Chick Hicks. So this is like the closest I could ever get to Chick Hicks. Like, I've got like the lime green on there and everything. And Lightning McQueen. So this is obviously the Bravado Banshee 900R, which I customized. This is the closest I could get to Lightning McQueen, even though I couldn't get like the Rusty's like logo on the front, or I couldn't get like his actual 95. I couldn't get nothing, like none of his designs. But this is the closest I could get from Lightning McQueen. And moving up next, you guys must know who this is. This is the famous Doc Hudson, which was one of my favorite movie characters from that movie all those years ago, and literally just give me back my memories of that movie and that. So we got the famous Doc Hudson right here. Well, anyway guys, that is all I'm gonna show you in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little garage tour, and let me know what cars in the comments, guys. Let me know what cars was your favorite. And yeah guys, and well, that's gonna be it from me, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, or if you're new. And until next time, I shall see you all in the next one. See you soon, boys and girls.